Well, full interaction is an aspect. There's some of the things that I didn't get, that never get used. I didn't bother doing it yet. Oh yeah, for sure. I got this pipeline built for streamloots interaction, where it's like, where it parses like 6 variables now, and those 6 variables can handle anything that I want them to do. So they can be like, give this person this many of this item. It could be roll this dice configuration versus any dice configuration you find of this item, or roll this many times on this table. So that's really nice because it's basically one command I gotta fire off, and then anytime someone plays a card, I just basically have that card set to 6 variables, and then send them to the other command, and then that command is out. So that's really neat. And then I'm thinking of a couple other interactions that we'll be able to bring out for like channel point interactions, like immediate things. So when I look at like streamloots and shit like that, because of the time it takes to like go to the platform, play the card, execute it, like if Megan is 1 hit away from death and needs a healing, as a way of healing, that's not going to work. So the chat point interaction, I'm gonna have like an immediate heal. It's gonna be weaker than some of the other ones. With the channel points, and then when those get executed, they will just immediately. So if you do healing on someone, you will see their health just increase. So those will be coming next week. Could have been rambling on this screen, and we could have seen everything. And streamloots, yep. Huh? Mm-hmm. Huh. Well, hold on. Well, I'll fix that while we do. Hey, we'll just start off with this, right? Hi, this is episode 67 of Adventures from Amethil on our new time at 7 p.m. to hopefully make people less sleepy. And as I rambled on in the start of all this, that there is a bunch of interactions that have happened, automations that have been built. I've always toted this. Oh, and I got to reset that number too. I've always toted this as like the most interactive D&D stream on any of the streaming platforms. And I think that now it's even more so. So yeah, a lot of cool shit there. What? I thought it was the sound of the bar, because I got the bar sound effects playing in my ear, so I didn't even like notice that you were doing anything. All right, on that note, who is doing recap? Literally nothing. Oh shit, I lied. Everything changed. Okay, no, that makes sense. That's my bad on this one. Cause I had a interesting sound issue that I had to deal with over the weekend. Whereas Hold on. There we go. Apply. Now everybody should be good. Go ahead and do tests.
All right, testing.
Hello.
Yep, I hear them.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
So, I had an interesting thing that happened. So, like, when I redid, super long story, try to condense as much as I can. I put a new processor in an existing computer, didn't reformat it when I did it, because I thought it would be just a nice, easy upgrade. Biggest fucking mistake of my life when it comes to computers. Fucked everything up. And when I did that, my computer stopped registering that there was onboard sound. So I ended up buying an external graphic card. When I hooked that up, sound started working just fine, didn't think anything of it. The other day was trying to play Fortnite with Sin and Christina, and it kept, like, the sound would just cut out. Like, all sound on my computer would shut off. And then I would exit Fortnite and the sound would come back. So through a lot of troubleshooting, a lot of cuss words, I think I invented some new cuss words. What I figured out is the default driver on my sound card is the same default driver that's on my motherboard. And somehow, plugging it in made the motherboard think that onboard sound was working. So it wasn't fully utilizing onboard sound and it wasn't fully utilizing the sound card. It was working good enough. But then playing something like Fortnite that has like dynamic like ranges where it'll like switch from like 5.1 to 7.1 surround sound, or it'll shift frequencies, it just was breaking it because it didn't know how to handle it. So I had to basically pull out the graphic card, remove everything sound related from my computer, restart it, put the card back in, and then it was like, oh hey, you have a sound card. And then it installed the driver for the sound card, and now everything's working beautifully. But because of that, everything that uses the default sound, I had to change. So that's what just happened. All right. On that note, who's doing recap?
I can if no one else will.
Oh wait, hold on. There's a cool thing about that. Someone is doing like one of those little ad things, and I think it's on green.
Probably.
And I added a special animation for them.
10,000.
Because I didn't have enough things that I like to do, so I did more things. So look at this. See if it works. Hey.
Damn.
For those who don't have a happy enough computer to have that open, what'd it do?
It sends a message saying that they've been banned from whichever channel they've been banned, and then a blood spat shoots across the screen on the edge of the blade.
Heck yeah.
And then a sword sound. I figured there'd be audio with it, so I'm sitting here turning up the audio, like trying not to do double audio, but I'm like, I want to listen to this.
Alright, go ahead. New thing with the natural 19. I'm gonna change how the natural 19 works.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna change it where you're gonna roll, so you still have a chance of getting a 20, but you're guaranteed a floor of 19.
Okay, so on that note, can you still get a 1?
No.
No, it's still
No, a floor of
yeah.
19. You either get a 19 or you can get a 20.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't like, we're gonna roll, see if you crit either way. No, it should roll if you crit 20.
Yeah, and then there was a funny thing that I wanted to do with it, but I think it would get annoying after the first time, is that I could do like, I could do this. And it'll just keep rolling until you hit a 19 or a 20.
It could be there all day.
It could literally be here all day, so I figured that'll probably get annoying if I actually implemented that. But go ahead and do recap while this figures itself out. Oh wait, hey, there we go. Hey.
There it is. We started with Morgan and Matt coming in, and the dwarves that were mourning Thrain with us going up and singing a song, very offensive song towards Morgan, her people that she was with from the Adventurers League, I believe they're called.
The Adventurers of Amethil.
Oh yes, they didn't take too kindly. Went up and started fighting, and then someone yelled bar fight, and then everyone started throwing hands. Desmond immediately calls out Morgan, says, "Hey, let's fight," and they go outside. Varys follows, Azrin follows, and everyone else is remaining inside fighting. I believe Nell was trying to help their recent friends get out of the mix, I guess.
Allies.
Yeah, and it was not going so great. Desmond started fighting Morgan by like basically doing like this kind of keep away game, and she was just getting frustrated. He like teleported her into a well and kept flying away and stuff like that too. She finally said fuck it and started walking back in towards the tavern. Meanwhile inside, well, Varys had went back inside, I guess, to see where the other companions were. I forgot why he went inside.
To help Nell, because Nell was getting fucked up.
Yeah.
And everybody else was leaving Nell behind.
Yeah, so essentially, long story short, they get jumped and Varys and Amber are down. Nell is still up but battered. I remember somebody got thrown into a moonbeam and that didn't go so well for them. Azrin is just kind of like, hey, I just try to scoot past Morgan, like, hey, I just want to make sure my companions are cool. He gets inside, sees they're down, and Morgan calls for a stop to the fighting, and everyone's like starting to help people up and recover from the madness. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if anything else really sticks out other than that. It was just a lot of fighting.
It was just a lot of fighting, and the last thing was as Morgan was going in, kind of barking orders to people like help up the injured, start healing everyone. Started helping up Ember while you were dealing with while Adam was dealing with Varys.
I will say Morgan did make a comment about Thrain walking in.
Yeah. So that hasn't happened yet, but she said to Desmond, but she hasn't.
Yeah, I'm just saying the comment was made about Thrain.
Oh yeah.
And meanwhile, Nell had been too distracted with the fighting they were in to even realize that Ember and Varys went down, and through the chaos didn't even know that Desmond had gone outside to one-on-one Morgan. Oblivious.
And that's where we're gonna pick it up. I can't remember. Were we at the beginning or end of Desmond's turn?
And I believe,
Okay.
from what I remember.
I know he was like doing the levitate thing, but it's slow. But he's kind of flying in and still talking shit to Morgan.
I don't think that they're here right now. So on that note, Nell, you would hear people start like kind of marching about and picking like anybody that got knocked on their ass up, and then this is around the time when you fully turn around and see kind of what's going on, and you see people rushing around Ember and getting Ember up. You see Varys and is down on the ground with Azrin knelt down next to him, and then just on the other side of them you would see Morgan standing at the door, walking inward.
Bing. Yes. Nell looks around, confused for a moment, observing, that their friends are being helped up, because they didn't think much was happening here, except for them trying to convince these adventurers of Amethil that they needed to get the fuck out of the bar. Megan knows the answer, but Nell is going to go check on the one that was shoved into their moonbeam by an adventurer from Amethil to see if they're alive / can be saved through healing magic.
They are definitely still on the ground and have been since they got hit. Feel free to give me a medicine roll. They're dead.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, you check their pulse and they're dead. They're laying like Peter Griffin fell out of a window.
Nell's muttering curses and like tries to push 2 points of lay on hands into them, just being hopeful, but if it don't work, it don't work. Nell is trying. Let me go into my stuff. I know I have it somewhere. Lay on hands.
Are we still in turn order, by the way?
Yes, because I vaguely remember Sin saying that he was still fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to make sure that I honor that.
Yeah.
I was just expending those 2 lay on hands. If they don't move, they don't move.
They don't move. I would say, I mean, before that even, I think Nell would know you can't really pump lay on hands into someone who's dead. Like, they're not unconscious and still breathing, they're dead. So I mean,
Nell's just hoping they're wrong.
Okay. Yeah, so you know, you're in your last.
Because they are intoxicated. They were like, no.
Yeah, and that medicine check did not go great.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you lean down and share some of your magic, and you don't get any response out of the person. They look like they are done.
All right. So that was 10 of my movement. I guess the other 20 will be spent heading back towards the remainder of the group while Nell is like sheathing their sword and stuff, trying to collect themselves mentally, and they know they need to go help their friends.
I believe
I
that's
guess
only
lay on
another
hands is a bonus action, so I guess I could dash.
And this is not canonical, but
What just happened?
I just rolled one of the golden d20s so it showed we had 3. Now it shows we have 1. What the fuck?
So you only moved a total of 20, Megan?
No, I had already moved up by 10, and then I moved down by 20.
Moved down by 10.
Oh.
It shows
You're right,
total
because
movement.
it just counts overall.
Yes.
And then Nell is going to dash because I can.
And as we start moving over here, you would see a small crowd of people around Ember, kind of propping her up by her shoulders and trying to like get her conscious. And a few more are moving towards Varys as Azrin's over there, and then some of the adventurers are patching themselves up as well.
Right, I have to press the button.
Varys, you are stable, but you're still at 0 hit points.
Okay.
And Morgan sort of looks over at everybody and says, "What the hell's happened to you?" The one that's sort of beat up by Varys. It's like, this one here and that one there, points over to Nell, gave us a little bit of trouble. It's like, oh, got your ass kicked, huh? And he just kind of mumbles under his breath. And then she just yells out, Show me Thrain Ironforge. I want to add to my collection.
Pissed.
Ember is stable, but at 0 hit points. Azrin.
We are missing someone in the in video.
Yeah,
Okay.
one of the two of them dropped off, but
Christina dropped. Sin's still on.
Okay.
So Azrin stopped to check on Varys, but because that's the extent of his movement last time. But he notices as he looks around for Ember that she's in bad shape, and he's gonna step over, and anyone that is not actively like helping in some way, it looks like trying to go for a potion or something, he's pushing away.
Okay.
And it's like Cliff, what's the going rate for just like a standard health potion?
I want to say they're 50.
It is 50. I was just looking at them.
100 gold to the first person that hands me a health potion.
Can Nell just like dart their hand in their bag anyways?
Or Nell can say something as a free action.
Very true. Save your money, Azrin. That as they're like flipping their bag around to the front to dig out a potion of greater healing.
And the people that are around here, I mean, they were trying to stabilize her. You kind of get the idea that if they had one, they would have used it already. Maybe not. I mean, maybe the greed would have allowed for more, but before anybody gets a chance to do anything, Nell interjects.
Yeah, he's shooting a look at all of them to like as he's like grabbing hold of her, like everyone to fucking back off. Should I roll intimidation for that?
Are you gonna tell them all to back off?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Let's see here. We'll roll normal. The fuck did I didn't even animate, but good enough.
That seems pretty good. So yeah, so as you're yelling at them all to back off, you see them kind of put their hands up, walk away. A lot of the people slowly start to move about and head towards like the bar, and they head back to their tables and whatnot.
And he's like, all right. He's like basically like cleaning off any shards of glass like that's gotten in her hair or anything like that. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna need you to open your eyes so you can tell me who did this to you. And that's the, you know what? We're gonna hold an action if Ember comes to anytime before his next turn and points at somebody. He's gonna take an attack action.
With what?
We will say a spell.
Okay. All right. Alright, up at the top. Alright, he walks over and checks on his friend and then clears the door for Morgan to be able to get in. Desmond. I don't know if Sin's back or not yet. Does not look like he is. Alright, then. We'll have him dash and get 20 feet closer. No.
Right as I take a mouthful, right?
Mm-hmm. Just like when you're at the restaurant.
Mm-hmm. On the way past, Nell is going to hand the potion of greater healing to Azrin as they continue their way to Varys.
Hey, also, on the bottom left of your screen, you should see a button that says Request Trade.
Oh.
Hit that button, you can actually give the potion to Azrin.
Cool.
I haven't used it yet, so I don't know how it works. But I know I got it. Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, it's like a little MMO trade window.
Boop.
And works just the same.
That's kind of cool.
Nice.
It's pretty slick.
So Nell passes that off and then is going to look at my spells. Ah, there's my spell. It decided I get to see my spell slots this time. That's so nice.
Did I mention I went through and I fixed everything? I have put in a second job's worth of hours since last time, since last week.
You are so loved and appreciated. I'm just saying.
My lips are still numb, so I'm afraid to take a big sip of this. Tea without the wearing
Just
it.
let it like dribble down your face, yeah.
I'm just sitting here like, are we good?
Sorry, I am still learning
It's all good.
Foundry.
What are you trying to do?
So I'm not that fast quite yet. Oh, I found it. It's just, you know, it takes me time to get to the point where I do cast.
I don't know if it upcasts that.
It says second level at the top there.
Oh, it does. Is it gonna
And it
roll
shows
two?
that it's 2d8 plus 4
Yeah,
on my
so I got
screen.
it all set up, so anything
Cool.
that's upcast, it should automatically do it. You just gotta choose on the little dialogue window what spell level you want to use, and it should automatically do the upcast for you.
So as Varys's eyes flicker back open, Nell, like, you know, grabs their hand and goes to help them up and is like, "Hey, next time, please start yelling out to me when you're getting bad."
Hang on.
Also recall that he's drunk.
That's fine. Okay, just tight lip, just nod.
Let's see.
Give me 1 second, I'll bring
My
it back.
bonus actions. Don't have anything I wish to do.
Nell, if you've watched Varys at all, you might put two and two together that he wants to show some sort of emotion.
There's probably gratitude in there, but that's not that he's
No.
going to show it, or he's pissed off that Nell said call out to me next time.
There is some
Something.
emotion that you can kind of pick up on if
Yeah,
you've been paying attention.
there's a slight eyebrow twitch that Nell is registering. Got it. But it's hard to read any form of emotion as he does not show it.
He wants to show emotion, but his training is holding strong.
Got it, got it, got it.
It's just one of those, hey, noted type things.
I note a slight twinge in the eyebrow. Understood.
All right. Any other dialogue or actions you're doing?
I'm just glancing at my bonus actions real quick. See if there's anything I want to do.
Founder's ability to like filter by bonus action or whatnot.
It's so
good.
great.
Mm-hmm.
And
And as long as all the resources get burned right, you can also click the button that's like show what I can use, and it'll actually filter out shit that you don't have anymore too. And it does that for NPC sheets, which is fucking really, really nice.
So like your legendary actions and stuff like that.
Legendary actions are like, even with NPC, with most of the NPCs, the way they're built, it'll be like they could cast 4 level 3 spells, you know, 5 level 2 spells, 5 level 1 spells. It'll keep track of all that shit too.
That's nice.
so now it's Varys' turn.
Yep.
Oh. I'm awake, that's right.
Yeah, you're on your back still, looking up at Nell, sort of hang your head back a little bit further, and you see Morgan just hovering over you, looking down.
Nell's already got your hand grasped in theirs to help you up, even though it's not something mechanically that can happen.
Yep. You'll take your help up, stand up. Look around for a second, realize nobody's fighting. Hang on, this button. Hey, cool. Do I see a Desmond, and what is he doing?
Not immediately. When you look
Morgan's
back to try
too
to
big.
see him, all you see is muscle mommy in the way.
Kind of just like sigh, and I'll move to step out of the giant's way that's trying to get in the building. It looks like they're trying to get in the building.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
assuming.
they're gonna get in the building.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna get out of their
Moving
way.
just makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about that. Yeah. Get inside. You're coming in regardless. Doesn't say that, just. I'm gonna look over at the two people I was fighting.
They're just patching each other and themselves up.
Nell is death glaring the man that killed one of the bard dwarves who were friends of Thrain's.
Take a look at Ember. Are
Laying
you
there with their mouth agape.
you able to help them?
Azrin has a health potion in his hand that Nell handed them.
You see him like pulling the cork out, and he's seemingly about to administer it.
And then he'll just stand along the wall. Not prone.
I like how you army crawled the whole way over there.
Yeah. Just crawling, and then just against the wall, just stands up slowly. No.
Anything else you want to do? Alright. Homeboy here, he isn't doing much of anything. This guy is going to go over here, check on this guy. Morgan walks in a little bit more, and she's just kind of looking around. And then she looks down at Nell. Hey, you're part of the Eclipsing Order. Where's Thrain?
Nell shakes their head, glaring at her.
Unfortunately, Thrain's no longer with us.
With the Order, or...?
On this plane.
Nell makes it very obvious in their eyes they mean dead.
Yeah, and you kind of see a shift in Morgan's demeanor a bit, as she drops her rage. What do you mean? What happened?
Remember those cultists we were dealing with?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what they worshipped? We just took care of that, and unfortunately, he fell in battle.
So we went out fighting.
Absolutely.
She puts
Went
her
out
hand on
saving
your
my
shoulder
ass.
and like weighs you down a little bit from this hand, this mid on you.
Nell's 5'4" ass staring up the line like, I hate you!
She looks at you like just deeply in the eyes and she says, "What more could any of us ask for?" She, hand still on your shoulder, she turns her head and she looks to the guy who's patching himself up to her left, and goes, "Go inform the Iron Forge of Thrain's passing. They deserve to know."
If it's all the same to you, I'd like to be the one to inform them.
Give me a persuasion roll.
I don't know why I have to make boopy-doop noises while I navigate around trying to make my rolls.
Because everybody knows that you can't navigate without them.
Correct.
Yeah, obviously I have to make silly noises.
She's like, "That's fair. Before you do, let me buy you a drink."
Did you accidentally close her outside?
No, she's just too big.
No.
I mean, you said she ended her rage. Is she a giant barbarian?
No, she should be. She
Oh.
should be normal. She should be medium now.
Yeah, she's just large still.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there a way to change that? Appearance.
Is her status effect still showing her enlarged? I don't know if
No.
that changes anything.
No, I just built.
Hey, look, she's a normal people size again.
Yeah,
She has an aura?
I think that's just literally like what's normally under everybody when it's your turn. It's just it didn't shrink down when she did.
Okay.
So she walks up to the bar and she kind of slams her arm down and she says, "Trini, around for our friends here." And then she heads over here and sits down at the bar. She puts her axe on the bar in front of her, and she just kind of turns and she looks at all of you. So, what's with the little birdie outside that wants to start a fight and then not
Nell
finish
whipping
it?
their head around. What? No, nobody has told Nell.
Yeah, your friend out there. The one with the white hair.
Desmond.
He challenged me to a fight and then he started flying away.
You got a problem with him using his skills instead of standing on the ground and letting you use yours?
I got a problem with someone who wants to stay as far away from the battle as possible, then try to take credit for being in it. He wants to continue this little escapade. He's more than welcome. Come through that door, draw a blade on me again. And that's her turn. Adron.
He's giving Ember the potion.
So how did we determine we were doing this? It's full action, and you still have to roll when you give it to somebody else.
Full action, you still have to roll if you give it to someone. Bonus action if you want to roll for yourself. Action if you want to take everything for yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and roll. It's a greater healing potion, right?
Wait, I thought if you're administering to somebody and you choose to use your bonus action and your action, they get the full effect.
I thought it was something like that too.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will spend my full turn doing that.
Okay. So greater healing is 44 plus 4, so 20.
Should I drag it on there and select critical, or?
Sure. Let's see what that does.
A critical heal.
Spend one use item. Okay. Doesn't like it. Went to her.
It doesn't look like it used it at all.
Just put it in the chat.
Yeah, it left out of my fucking item list too.
Alright, I'll just click the text and do it. Yeah, whatever.
Wow, all threes.
I'll apply it as healing, and then I'll give her 4 more.
What are the odds of it rolling all threes like that?
Pretty low.
Okay, I'm sitting here like, huh.
1 in 4 times 1 in 4 times 1 in 4.
25. Yeah, it's good lower.
So you tilt her neck back and pour the potion in, and then after a second, you see her eyes flutter a bit, and then she opens them, and she's sort of just looking at you and then looking around.
Yeah, he's not moving anywhere, so that's his turn.
Okay. I love how dramatic it is at the start of the start of the round for no reason. All right, and back at Desmond's turn. Is Sin back yet?
Nope.
Doesn't look like it. And they still haven't read any of the messages or anything either.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Makes me nervous that something happened to one of the kids.
Yeah, y'all want to shoot a text message to one of them?
We have
Okay. No response to the text messages either?
nothing.
Well, I'll try an actual text.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
That works. I dropped my phone.
Yeah, if we need to postpone, we can postpone. But more so than anything, just want to make sure they're all right.
Yep.
Christina's not even
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Foundry. And she was earlier. And if Sin's intentions are he's still gonna be fighting, I don't want to.
Just like continue on like
Yeah.
everything's hunky dory. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want
Yeah.
to fuck up like what his idea is.
On Life 360, still at the Solarios.
That's good.
Yeah. It's not like they're darting out in an emergency situation.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I don't know if anybody wants to individually message Sin. I just
I
have
mean, I don't think
messaged
we, I
Christina
don't
on
think we need
both
to send
platforms.
everybody messages.
Right.
I think that we're good here. We'll just give it 5 minutes here. We can wait. It's okay.
I go get drink in that 5 minutes.
So I got the same mod that allows you to trade items called item piles. It also has a thing that you can set up item vaults and chests and shit. So like, I guess in Foundry you can't drag an item onto the map. So with item piles now, I could create a new item that is a chest. I could drag the chest onto the map, and then you all can interact with the chest, and actually see everything that's in it and take what you want and leave what you don't want. But the other part of that too is now I can build item vaults. So I have a character created that's just called Chat Vault. It's an item vault, and any of the interactions that Chat does, where they can give like materials and like, the way that we had all these set up were, so Chat could give you an item, and then the next time you all loot something, you would get what was in that loot plus all the shit Chat gave you. So now I have a nice way of keeping it all like organized and together. I don't have to manually keep track of it, which is what I was doing before.
Mm.
And then the next thing, the things that I have to still make work are, I got to create a table that has all of the different types of potions, for the one that allows you to get potions. And then I got to create one for the magic items. Which that one's going to be interesting because it could be like generic magic items for the most part. But because it's going to be on a table, like it could be interesting. So that'll be the next piece to add to it. And then, I want to add the channel point shit where you can, I don't know how I want to do it just yet, but I think I'm going to make it where each player will have their own redemptions, because the way I was doing it before is like people had to type in there, and you'd have to like, all right, if you wanted to go to Azrin, you'd have to type in Azrin. Well, if you just type in John, well, now all of a sudden, like, I know who it wants to go to, but the program doesn't, so like, so I think I'm just going to give each character their own thing, so it just automates it. You good, Christina?
Muted.
Video muted.
Sorry, kids are acting amok. I had to break up a few fights.
Okay, no worries. Just want to make
That's
sure
okay.
you guys are okay.
More than anything, we were worried.
Yeah.
And then the other idea I had was for the Table of Fate. I think I want to change the Table of Fate a little bit and make it where it's more tailored towards each player.
You got another one, Cliff.
No, I'm sure Flashy is being genuine that my unique style instantly caught their attention. I believe them. They seem genuine. Where's that one at? Oh, that one's on
Purple.
That one's on purple. Hi, Flashy. That's a genuine friend and fan. I appreciate that. Thank you. I won't play any special animations right now. Yet. But yeah, so This is the level of interaction that we're at right now is like when we first started. Like this is where I wanted it to be. It's taken a lot of fucking time to get there, but like genuinely, it's interesting that like how much you can do, and like because of the fact that you can do so much with like C#, like an actual programming language, you can do even more. Like I don't know anything about programming. Like I'm super basic in learning like how to do these things. But once I learn how to do that a little bit more, like the possibilities really are endless.
You what? You don't like Lua?
I don't know enough about it to like it or dislike it. I just know that C# is more powerful than Lua. That's really the distinction. And like the features that that Foundry has that Fantasy Ground didn't. I mean, like it has its own built-in like HTTP server to it, which means that like you can send things to it and it can send things out. And then StreamerBot has a built-in HTTP server. So it can be sent things and it can send things out. So like the interactions that I have right here are basically the two HTTP servers like talking to one another. And because StreamerBot uses all C# programming and Foundry uses all JavaScript programming, like they're all like legitimate programming languages that you can do anything with. Like I said, my biggest hindrance is that like I don't know what I don't know. So like I don't know how to even begin to look up the things that I want to do, or like even if I'm using ChatGPT to help with a lot of it, and it's like I don't know what to ask ChatGPT to do the things that I want to do. So I like try to like spell it out, but a lot of the time I'll say I think that ChatGPT has helped me get to where I want to go faster than I would if I did it by myself. But like either I don't know how to do it, or it's just not at the point where like you hear people that say shit like, oh, you just did AI, you just clicked a button and it was done. Fuck, how? Teach me how to do that, because I would love for that to be the case.
Yeah, we ain't there yet.
Because I use it and it's like, oh yeah, I can definitely do that, and then it shits something out and I'm like, that's not what I asked you to do at all. And then it's like, oh, you're absolutely right. Like, what the fuck you mean I'm absolutely right? You just sent it. So Sin, I had one turn for Desmond already that went through, and I just had him move. He dashed, so he got 20 feet closer and lower. But I didn't want to do another turn because I didn't know what your intentions were. Because if you're still throwing fireballs at the back of her head, then, you know, that's probably going to change. But essentially at this moment, there was a conversation where Morgan now knows that Thrain is dead. And she dropped her rage, sat down at the bar, basically bought a round of drinks for everybody, and was going to have Hermin tell his family that he had been slain, and Nell convinced her that they would rather be the one to deliver the information. That's kind of where we're at right now.
Okay.
But it is your turn, so.
How much fall damage is, what is it, every 10 feet?
It's 1d6 per 10 feet, yeah.
So, dash again in a diagonal down.
Uh-huh.
So, it'd be like end up right here, then 20 feet down.
Yep.
Can you choose to fall with that? Because I thought we determined that you can't.
You can't now. But can I choose to end its effects?
This is one of the experimental elixirs.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it feels like if it's granting the ability to cast levitate, I like yes, but like in my head, like if it's a potion, as soon as you take it, something is happening for a duration.
Yeah, that's kind of what the rules say. Is like for most things that are consumed, it almost is like explicitly you have to wait for the duration to end. Because of it's not an effect that you cast on yourself, but rather it's a effect as a byproduct of the consumption. So no, you can't just end it.
Huh? Then I guess that's my turn.
And then on the next one you'll be low enough that it don't matter at that point. But I think to that same token, allowing yourself to fall is not necessarily ending the effect, right? It's flight, not levitation.
You've told us no before, so
Right. The last time we tried doing it, we couldn't fall.
Okay, then let's just stick with that so I don't have to recant anything.
Like if Desmond was to go unconscious right now, would he still be floating in that same spot?
No.
Or would he fall?
But in general, with anything flight related, if you're unconscious, you fall. Like,
and that would suggest then that it's relying on his concentration.
What's this one called?
Just flight.
It just says the drinker gains a flying speed of 10 feet for 10 minutes.
Right.
So I mean,
because I know when we were trying to get into the chasm quicker, we asked if we could fall.
I don't know. See, this is where the logical part of my brain and the rules are conflicting.
It works once. It's always got to work, Cliff.
Yeah, because it'd be like Ember with their wings. It's the same thing, except Desmond doesn't have wings. They're a fly speed. Or has a 10-foot fly speed instead of whatever Ember's is. So they could just tuck their wings and drop. Right?
I mean, those are physical wings, though.
But you can also just tuck your wings and
right, because the wings are supplying the lift, and if she just decides I'm going to do this, she falls. He's got nothing to do that with.
So this says no, you cannot choose to fall from a potion of flight because the magic allows you to fly and hover, which would require you to maintain control. However, if the potion wears off while you're still in the air, you will fall unless you have another means to stay aloft. When you're stunned or incapacitated, you have no means to maintain the hover, so you would fall.
Okay.
even that feels like it's conflicting itself, but okay.
You can't choose to fall because the potion's effect is magical and gives you the ability to hover, which prevents you from falling unless something else interferes with it.
So what Desmond needs is to mix together some nullifying elixir to counteract whatever his last elixir he took. Drink that.
A dispel potion. A potion of dispel.
Yeah.
Just drops like a Alka-Seltzer tablet into the potion and shakes it up and swigs it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm gonna stick with that because that's what we ruled before, and that's what everything is saying, as weird and contradictory as it may be. All right, Nell.
That's me. So both of those two are not dead and are not unconscious.
And you were offered a drink.
I'm offered a drink. I'm already drunk.
So what's more alcohol?
Yes, I'm just thinking of what Nell's reaction to all of this is.
That's fair.
And from whom the drink is being offered from.
Albeit it's coming from the bartender. So it can't, it's not, well, that doesn't mean shit. This is her town.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Nell's not done with that one motherfucker. Just gonna point at him. You, outside, now.
Oh.
And then I'm going to hold my actions and movement, or rather forego my turn until he goes to move outside. Because Nell is challenging them, basically, to fight to the death at this point.
As a request or else?
I mean, it's how they seem to work in the Adventures of Amethil, so just you, me, outside, now. We're
Have we ever
fighting.
established that that's how they work?
That's
Yes.
how it seems to work, yeah?
That's kind of like how it was explained to you that they operate.
Okay.
It's like they strongest, you know, the strongest is the leader, and like that's how they determine things is like through these official fights. So
Would Nell almost go to the door and get ready to open it for them?
I'm basically at the door already.
do you remember
Like,
which
I'm
one you were
5
fighting?
feet from the door staring at him. Yeah, the guy with the little orange thingy beside him. So,
Okay.
what is your name? Do I got to know who you are?
They don't
can you
get
see who
fancy
I'm
names here.
targeting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This guy right here, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
If I am remembering which one I was staring at correctly.
Oh, also I gotta remove that. Yeah. So Morgan's sitting there waiting for the drinks. And then she starts laughing. She's like, "Oh, we have an official challenge here. It hardly seems fair that the two of you are going to be fighting after you've already had to deal with all this. Why don't we set up something official? You can fight him. I can fight your friend. We'll make an event of it."
Fine, but it's to the death. Nell's glaring at that man.
She starts laughing.
Nell is not done.
She starts laughing. "You really did something to make them mad." And that's settled. Tomorrow, midday. Come to the guild house. We use the courtyard as an arena.
And so Nell just kind of nods and, I guess, since that's that, I don't have to hold my actions and shit, so Nell is going to, now that everybody's alive, use full movement and dash to move back to that other person that is dead to, like, start preparing to take them someplace not in the middle of a tavern dead.
So as you're moving over there, there's already people that are there, and they already like have him, and they're like picking him up, and they're moving him out.
Nell is going to help them.
Okay. Is anybody plan on doing anything like fighting or anything crazy that we need to see in turn order?
And that question goes to one person in particular.
We good, Sin?
Oh, yeah, no, I never said I was continuing fighting. I'm just trying to get down, and I'm waiting for my turn.
You're good.
I just want to get
that,
down.
like, we were all in the same page of like not needing to be in turn order. So yeah, you're good. You're free to move. Full movement is fine. All right, and as they grab the body and they start walking towards the door when you go to help, they look at you and they say, "This isn't necessary. We'll make sure that his body is reunited with the hall."
As you try to go past, Desmond, he's gonna attempt to stop you.
Nell is just going to sigh and nod and look at the body of the person that Ember killed, and I'm assuming the same thing's happening there.
Yeah.
Just close the door. Just one of those. What were your thoughts with that?
You have been here long enough now that you know that they issue rule around this area by who is more powerful.
Yeah, and from the looks of it, you got your ass beat.
So I'm hoping my actions have at least earned me even just a minute of time to talk with the person that leads here.
No, you have a challenge. You have a duel tomorrow, noon. The guild
Okay.
house. I'm guessing it's gonna be after Nell fights the dude that killed someone in there.
Did they come in and start killing the townsfolk?
Don't know what
Yes,
happened.
we killed one of the bards.
We're outside. You can't hear us.
Oh, never mind.
Outside door closed.
I did not. My character box thing is slightly covering that area, so I thought you guys were just by the door. We're good.
Yeah.
I will say in the middle of you guys talking, the door will come open as Azrin is leading Ember out and back to the... Oh, I'm sorry. No, actually, the rooms are in here, right?
Yeah.
So actually, no, we will not go this way. Whichever direction the rooms are, he's just going to help her get to her room.
Open the door. I raise an eyebrow.
It still says that Ember is unconscious, I think.
I just fixed it.
Okay.
We'll kind of just step aside of the door, so if anyone does need to come out, they can, not blocking the door. And it's a fight to the death.
No, Nell's is.
That wasn't distinguished.
Right.
Okay.
That seems pointless.
Nell made the challenge. Nell made the challenge to the dude. Big One made the challenge to you. Nell said it'd be a fight to the death.
Big One never made a challenge.
Well, wasn't it the...
No, she said your
Morgan
friend
said-
wants to fight, so we'll make an event of it. You could fight them, and I'll fight your friend. She's just partaking. She's not initiating.
All interview. Big One said that they can fight, and then you guys can fight, and they'll make an event of it. Then Nell brought up it'd be a fight to the death.
All of what I attempted to do gained me no ground with the leader of this faction, and I have no further use of being here. Everything I have been trying to do isn't really working out, and like you said, I got my ass kicked. So you're here now to finish what I started. I hope you do a better job than I did.
Go kick her ass.
Desmond starts walking out of town.
And just staring at you. Makes sense. And turns and walks away into the building.
As you're walking away, he's gonna stop for a second. I'm telling Father to prepare the army.
Doesn't acknowledge you. Back turn, he's already walking in the building.
Yeah, Asrin's coming back out, and I guess he would see Varys coming in.
Alone.
So where's the young prince? Licking his wounds?
Not here.
What do you mean not here?
Morgan turns as you say that and says, "Ah, at the rate that he was flying, it might still take him a while to get down here."
He'll ask for water at the bar, grab it, and then he'll turn and walk towards the rooms.
Is it Varys? What do you mean
Follow.
not here?
This discussion is not for here.
And Morgan turns around sort of mockingly. "Come on, Varys. We're all friends here."
And
He goes to say something. He's like,
Also,
I
I bought you a drink. It's here. And like, the barkeep is like setting down this platter with a bunch of different like mugs on it.
nod. I have.
Asrin's gonna lean in, like, did he return to the Shadowfell? He's whispering this so only Varys can hear it.
Give me a stealth roll.
Yep. Wow.
Well, luckily for you, perception is not necessarily her strong game. Oh.
She was kind of focused on us.
Yeah, she's like watching you two as you like stop and chat, and she's like staring at you.
Mm.
She doesn't say anything though.
I walk up. I don't know what his issue was with you, but thank you for this. And he'll raise the drink and kind of to cheers. He'll down it and then walk away.
As you say, while you're drinking, people want to prove their mettle. The biggest, strongest person you see, Everyone has the allure to take that person down. It appears that that's a trait that not even young princes are immune to.
Azrin is going to double time it outside and see if he sees Desmond anywhere. Is he trying to hide? Is he running really fast, or is he walking?
He would just be walking.
Picture him running like fucking Anna Faris in fucking Scary Movie.
All right. I'm gonna use him full movement to catch up to him.
Sure.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go help my people.
Meaning back to the Shadowfell?
Correct.
How do you plan on helping them? Isn't that what you were here for?
And this entire time I've been here, I haven't had an ounce of anything pop up in my favor. I don't have the slightest clue of how to start. I don't even know if it's possible. The entire time I was here, I was on a random quest that was thrust upon me, forcing me to participate, and it has caused hundreds of my people to die.
The task put before you was causing your people to die? I thought you were here to stop them from dying.
Me wasting my time with something apparently people up here up north could have handled easily, but we wasted our time with it. I wasted all this time is what caused people to die.
Look, I'm not gonna pretend like I know your people well enough to say that I sympathize on a level that I would like to. I do understand taking on a task that maybe one doesn't exactly agree with, and maybe the outcome isn't the desired one, but for the sake of other people's lives. So, with that in mind, I still wish to fulfill my mission, and I still need something from you.
Sure, take it.
All right. So only take a moment. And he steps behind you and he's like, I just need you to relax for just a moment and it'll be over in just a moment.
For the record, are you all just like in the middle of the street?
Pretty much.
Clearly.
Okay. Are you walking back towards the boat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around. Is there people about? I assume this was like late at night.
I mean, there's still people moving about, but like not. It's not crazy busy because this is like pretty dark out.
All right. Gonna roll a quick perception to see if anyone is looking, or I can get the idea if anyone's paying attention at all.
Yeah, I mean, there's people that are milling about, but like no one seems to be paying you to like walking and talking much mind.
Okay, so there's people around. So from behind you, Desmond, you'll hear him very close on the side of your ear, and he says, "You'll probably want to close your eyes."
Who's gonna go?
Does he do so?
He just keeps staring forward, just blankly at the docks.
All right. So all of a sudden, let's see here if this boom cast. Oh, and it gives me a little thing. All of a sudden, you are blind. And he you'll feel his hands grip your shoulder and then the side of your head. And then you feel a bite on your neck. As you
Get chomped, bitch. Sorry.
Let's see here. Yes, I gotta roll damage. Let's see if that. Yeah, not too bad. And Cliff.
Yeah.
For his hindrances, well, they're not called hindrances in 5e, but you know what I mean. How high would you say he would have to roll to be able to stop himself?
You set your limit on that one. Like, where do you feel your level of composure is?
We'll say 15. And then we will roll I guess that would be a save against himself. That's not 15.
The fuck?
I mean, yeah, he is still slightly drunk, but not fucking blasted like Varys was.
I like how on stream the camera just panned all the way over to the singular bedroom. You see nothing but the bedroom and Ember just chilling on the bed. Zoom it back over here.
Alright, let's see here. So, yeah, he's still drinking. Yeah, still a little bitch damage. Does Desmond pull away at this point?
No.
Okay, we're gonna...
Desmond doesn't know what's going on or like what this process is and how much blood you need. So like
He's like, this is weird. Anyways.
Okay, he's able to stop himself after just, a little couple of drops. Yeah.
You didn't fully
then...
turn Desmond into a Capri Sun.
Yeah.
My favorite juice box.
Then you feel him just push like you forward, and he's just like, ah, as
In the complete darkness.
yeah.
This man just came.
Desmond, are you okay? Where'd you go?
And then the darkness, let's see, how do you, let's see, would that be effects?
You trying to turn it off?
Yeah, there's concentration darkness. There we go.
Okay.
And we break concentration. Cool. I like that I can just do that. So all of a sudden you can see again, and if you turn around, you'll see the, like, it seems like the shadows and the darkness like go into him. And I didn't discuss his eye color before, but he had like this kind of like golden hazel eyes. And when you look back at him, it's like there's veins like all over his, like under his skin and everything that are just blackened. And his eyes are now completely black. Like not just like there's no iris or white separation, just pitch black. And he is looking like he is in pain all over. And he basically just kind of takes a knee as he's trying to collect himself.
Ba, 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 ba.
Desmond walks over, pats you on the head, and just turns around and starts walking away. Like,
Right.
glad we got that over
Just
with.
goes, that was weird. Walks away.
Welcome to the party.
Oh, pretty good. Doesn't heals himself. So heals himself and just like rubs at his neck as he turns around and like holds like a chin up to you, but like looks down to you. You said afterwards you were more open to explanations.
And he's takes a few more breaths as it feels like he's getting either used to it or the pain is subsiding. But at the same time, it seems like his breathing is returning. You see like the veins that were just basically like popping out and black underneath his skin start to like return to normal, and his skin return to normal. And he gets up and he's it was my patron needed me to consume your blood as part of something that a puzzle I don't know the full picture of yet. But it had to be from royal bloodline from the Shadowfell. And luck would have it, you were here. And I'm glad I found you when I did. And as he's talking, you can see like his fangs, and like when he first starts talking, they're more prominent. And as he continues talking and explaining, they like are receding back up and looking more like normal teeth, except for maybe just a little bit sharper.
He's like rubbing at his neck where he got bit to see if the healing actually healed the wounds.
Yeah, I wouldn't think there would be any permanent. I know what you're thinking. I'm not at least a full vampire. Back in Ozo, bunch of vampires attacked our town one day, took a bunch of people into their cave. I unfortunately was one of them. They tried to turn me, but for whatever reason, it didn't take completely. I only escaped because some tiefling and a golden man came through blasting light everywhere and scared off the vampires, and they grabbed whoever they came to get, and because they had pretty much destroyed all the vampires in there, me and a handful of others were able to escape. I stayed underground for a while and decided I didn't want to live like that. Walked out into the daylight, but I didn't die.
Desmond's gonna like walk over to you with something in his hand, and he like reaches out a hand to shake yours.
He will shake your hand.
So what's your plan now? And he's like holding onto your hand as he talks.
I'm going to... The elven woman at the gravesite in the previous town. That's my patron. I'm going to report to her that this step is complete and wait for my next instructions.
He like nods, and as you're done talking, he like furrows his brow a little bit and almost looks confused. Then he finally lets go of your hand, and the item that was in his is in your hand now. It's a tiny violin.
If you hit the request trade button on the bottom left of your screen, you can actually give him the item.
Where?
Bottom left of your screen.
Ba. How's this?
Here we go. He's like, does this hold some sort of significance? Is it magical? What is the purpose?
It's magical. There is no significance. I just wanted to see if it would work. And now seemed like it would have.
I'll say you should have gave it to him before
I know.
you asked.
What was it supposed to do?
Hey, you got a trade? Confirm the trade.
I confirmed. I'm waiting for him.
I confirmed.
It's just spinning. Here, let me cancel, and then we're gonna hit accept again.
Cancel, accept.
There we go.
That's cool. Actually, did I ever...
I don't know if you ever actually figured out what that thing did.
No, I know what it does.
Okay.
I identified it.
Have you ever used it though?
No.
Oh.
every time it would have come into play, I remembered it afterwards.
Isn't it the tiny violin that plays when somebody's talking about their backstory or something?
Yeah.
I remembered something like that being given to the party at some point, and us being like, "What?" It's beautiful.
Oh. Alright,
It's a gift from a prince. That's what it is.
yeah, he opens up one of his pouches under his robe and puts it in. All right. So is it now up to Varys to continue where you left off?
I didn't leave off anywhere. It's up to him to start.
Okay.
I would say if you are not willing to join with the Shatterkai, I would leave Amethil. Because of how powerful this continent is and all of the tasks and trials that I was put through since I first arrived, I am going back and I am informing my family that we must come armed and prepared to take this land by force.
Specifically, Amethil.
Yes.
And then once Amethil is taken, then what?
We have no means of, or we have no plan of expanding afterwards.
For now.
It's going to take many years to adjust Amethil so it's adequate enough to be home for us. And he looks up and gives you a smirk to snuff out any resistances.
All right. How many people are you trying to bring here?
A few thousand. My entire race.
Interesting. Well, good luck to you on that.
Whatever your next task is, he rubs his neck. Maybe we'll meet again. As allies. Hopefully.
Hopefully. And he nods and safe journeys.
Give this to Nell, and he takes out one of the vials of ash and gives it to you.
Is it labeled?
No.
Like
Right
based
one,
off.
don't worry.
It's like, is this Thrain?
Yes.
Will do. And he'll nod again and start heading back inside to go find Nell.
Desmond's going to go to the docks and see if anyone's there, and if not, then he's just going to meditate until the first person that shows up at the docks.
Okay. Real quick. So while this conversation was going on,
Nell was going to end up, after having heard the whole this conversation's not now, not here, would eventually have basically dragged Varys to a room and be like, "What the fuck is happening?"
okay. So we can, if there's any sort of RP that you all want to do with that, we can do that right now. Sort of it happened at the exact same time as this.
Yeah.
He. Not what I wanted. It's the same thing regardless.
I'm sorry.
I was making a roll. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sitting here like, hey, wait, hang on. I need to see how I'm gonna phrase this. I swear, I feel like Lumino at this point.
Every time you want to fail, you don't.
Yes.
Rock hard. Wait, what?
Listen, rock hard, but with no dick.
There's one. It's just underneath my overalls.
They don't exist. It was never carved. But yes, Nell would have brought him to a room. I don't know. I can't see shit about fuck. If you want to move our characters to a room, Cliff.
I mean, y'all can move to a room.
Hey, I can see through here. It's so quiet in here. Did they say where they put us?
I didn't bother to get into that granularity. You can go into whatever fucking room you want. If y'all want that level of detail, you let me know. I have the ability to make that level of detail.
You can't walk through walls.
I'm not. I see. This is what makes me frustrated. Okay.
That you can't walk through walls? I feel that way sometimes too.
That I can't see shit about fuck, and I don't understand what's the door and what's a wall. That's
I left the door open on purpose.
Megan couldn't tell. I closed a door.
I can't do that. Never mind. I'm out of key points.
I mean, any of y'all that want at this moment too, you can do a short rest for yourself and.
Hey, cool. That helps.
Spend however many hit die you need to.
Yeah, let's do this. But that's cool.
Stop dying.
Auto spend hit die. Automatically spend hit die till they run out or health is full. Why so many roll that time?
Because you needed 4 rolls to get to full health.
Pretty fucking good rolls.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Do I have those? Cool. What is this? What is range on this? It's a 20-foot sphere. Yeah. No. That wouldn't work how I want it to. Never mind.
What are you trying to do?
Silencing bubble, but I wanted to be able to talk inside of it and not have people hear outside of it.
Oh.
I was thinking in the inverse of what it was.
Yeah, that would have to be like a tiny hut sort of deal.
Yeah. He and then switch to Sylvan. Has given up on this.
Nell's eyes search Varys's face. And by this you mean...
My guess, the peaceful integration. Seems like he's going back to Shadowfell. After what little I've seen he's done here, I'm not surprised.
No. He's done as much as he could with the chaos that was going on. He did so much research and experimentation. What are we supposed to do when he's trying to summon an entire city here? And stopping the peaceful integration?
He said he's gonna go tell his father to prepare the armies. He doesn't know they're already prepared.
Dropping out of Sylvan into Common as Nell curses a bunch because Desmond always got really, really upset when Nell cursed in Sylvan.
So, what would that be? That'd be almost insight, Cliff. Yeah, into insight.
If you want.
What are you trying to?
If you're trying to
discern?
determine something about Nell, you could go right ahead.
No, Nell roll insight because to
Try to figure out what you're thinking.
know to see if they realize that if Varys realized he switched to Sylvan. Varys didn't realize, out of character, Varys does not realize he switched to Sylvan.
Oh.
Oh, I think that.
I mean, Nell definitely spoke Sylvan at them, though.
Doesn't even phase him.
Okay.
It's one of those things where he's used to that's all he's used to hearing.
Then you would be definitely jarred when Nell switches back to Common to drop some F-bombs.
Yeah, it would be more like
And
Varys needing to notice more so than Nell, because Nell is probably thinking you did on purpose.
Yeah,
Kinda-
Nell just assumed you wanted extra privacy since people here are less likely to know Sylvan.
Hmm.
Kind of you raised eyebrow.
Fuck, Des, what the hell? We were supposed to work together on this.
Just kind of a raised eyebrow at you.
I didn't think I would be losing another friend tonight.
Don't know how far he got. He just started walking away. I didn't even try to stop him.
Nell shakes their head and goes, Des, and then stops again. Prince Dusk is not one to change his mind when he makes up a large decision. I can try, but... God. Nell is back in Sylvan, by the way. Only the cursing was out of Sylvan.
Why do you keep switching languages?
Well, for one, you switched to Sylvan. I assumed it was for privacy reasons. And
I
Desmond
didn't.
always threw... Yes. And Desmond always seemed to be very upset when I cursed in Sylvan, despite it being one of my first languages. So I just have worked on adapting that, where when I curse, it's in common.
Apologize, I didn't mean to switch.
I'm sorry?
I apologize.
didn't hear you.
I apologize. I didn't mean to switch.
Nell shrugs, matters not to me. I speak it anyways. Spoke it the same rate I spoke common growing up. So what does this mean, that you're becoming my enemy as well?
Just looks at you confused. What do you mean?
If the Shatterkai mean to come here aggressively, I will not back down. I'm all for helping I'm all for working to bring people who are hurting and dying here. I am not going to stand idly while my people die.
Do what you must.
I'm sure facing the same thing, he would do the same.
Then I'm surprised you're not there trying to stop him from doing this.
Nell is walking towards the door right as you're already saying, as they were saying that. They grabbed the doorknob. I'm going to go try to talk to him. For what it's worth, I don't hate you, Varys, and I don't want you to be my enemy. And they open the door, and they are now very quickly walking out.
As you open the door, you'll hear, "Good luck."
Mm-hmm.
As Varys just gonna flop on the bed.
Well, good luck with that. My people might kill your people, but we'll see what happens. Good night.
The majority of that conversation was in Sylvan.
Yes.
Yes.
Everything other than cursing was in Sylvan.
Got it. Okay. All right.
And it also was not intended to be anything other than just like speaking volume, not trying to get loud at all. If Megan got loud, that was unintentional.
Yep, no worries. Okay. So, you have that conversation there. There's an exit this way.
I'm working on it. Moving my screen so I can go boop.
Okay. All right. So as you guys are having that conversation, the Desmond Azrin conversation is going on. I assume at this point, Ember is just sleeping. I think Christina at this point might be sleeping.
And if she's not, she's muted.
All right. So, Azrin, as you're walking back from the conversation with Desmond, you're walking down the path. You guys made it probably about halfway between the tavern and the docks is where you caught up with Desmond. You have your conversation kind of off to the side there. As you're walking back, you see a figure step out in front of you, like from between two buildings. And he stops and his head sort of looking down, and he looks up at you with very mournful eyes. But you see an imposing figure about your height, wearing full blackened plate mail, short shaven hair, with a very like finely groomed beard. And he looks you in the eyes and he says, "Brother, I'm glad that I found you." You do not recognize this person.
I'm sorry, have we met?
We have not. But I know much about you. I want to say that I've traveled far to get here, and I haven't much time. But as a man of cloth, I think that you'll appreciate this interaction.
Do you need help at all?
I fear that you may. The true father, he is shown me your plight, the curse which you bear. I know the guise of power is tempting. I want you to know that I get no pleasure from this. But when your soul is free, I hope your spirit will thank me. And he pulls out a two-handed greatsword and he takes a swing at you. Can I please get a initiative roll from you, please?
No.
Damn.
Inspiration. Hold on, why am I not seeing it? Where's it on the sheet? Oh, I found it.
Can I move my character out there just to watch this?
Sure. Yes, and then why are you not? Oh, do I have to actually do it on here?
It's not here.
All right, let's see. Did that actually do what I wanted it to do? It did. Go ahead and give me a Dex save. To see if he actually got a surprise off on you. Okay. And he pulls out this sword, and as he's like cleaving down, you hear him yell, "True father, give me your strength." And you see his blade begin to glow this bright white, and you see his eyes begin to glow this bright white. And he's gonna target you. And there we go. No, those aren't supposed to still be on here. That's just one of the automation debugs. And a 15 does not hit, I assume.
Nope.
I am going to use one of his channel divinities. What's it called here? Oh my god, I feel like I'm going through Nell's inventory with this dude's fucking stat block.
Chaos?
Yeah, it's just got so much shit.
Now you know a cleric's character sheet. It's like, here, have yes.
So I'm going to use the channel divinity for guided strike, which is going to give him a plus 10 to his attack. So out of the 25, which I assume does hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He is going to use a divine smite at 3rd level. Okay. So we got 2d8. This is just gonna be a fucking mess, isn't it? All right. I built all your guys' stuff and didn't bother to build any of the NPC stuff. 2, 3. And
God damn, really? 2 1s?
yeah, he built it like shit. I'm also going to. I gotta call out any other smites before, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For shits and giggles here.
Would the guided strike be a bonus action regardless? Because usually channel divinities are a bonus action.
It is not. It is a
Okay.
Because it's basically like shield. It's like a reaction.
Okay. I know channel divinities usually have a bonus or actual action.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna do this and say that he already had one of his wraths prepped because he would. I'm just a dumbass and didn't. Or one of his smites rather. We're gonna do a wrathful smite with it. If I can find it. Wrathful smite. Can I have you do a wisdom save, please?
Also, just so you're aware, Megan, I'm not actually there. I just wanted to watch the fight in person and not have to watch stream.
I don't even have the stream open or the map open. I currently have my art program open because I'm not being spoken to.
You might want to change that because you're gonna. This is all happening at the same time, mind you. All right, so it's gonna deal an additional 1d6 of psychic damage, and then also the damage of the greatsword, which is.
Wow, 22 didn't save.
No, he made the save.
Oh,
So he saves from the effect. He still gets the damage. All right, and then this on top of it. So, 12, 5 is 17, plus 15.
so 20 plus 12, 32.
So, yeah, 32. So we're gonna do this, and then can I just do it this way? No, I can't do it that way. Okay, so we're gonna do a roll 1d1 plus 31. And then we're going to apply that as damage. Not to yourself, you dumb fuck. Alright, this has already become annoying. Give 11 hit points. Alright, cool. So then he hits you with that attack, and then he draws back for his second attack. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, fuck this guy. I'm using shield.
Okay. If you use shield, then I'm going to use a second channel divinity to increase it by 10.
What cleric is this?
He's not a cleric.
So fuck you, paladin. I'm a hit regardless.
Well, I mean,
I'll save the shield because I'm going down regardless. Like
okay.
I don't even get a turn.
He has 2 channel divinities that he can use. So.
Can you use two?
Oh wait, no, I can't. No, you're right. I can't. If you want to do shield, you can't because it's a reaction, so we can't do that.
I was saying, I don't know if you can do two channel
paladin is
divinities.
this?
No. Thank you. That because I didn't do it through the automation, it didn't show that it used that up. So when I clicked on it, it would have just yelled at me and said I don't have another reaction to use. So you could do shield if you want.
Okay.
Uh,
Also, apply active effects.
Yep.
Okay.
also, if I'm not mistaken, paladins only get one channel divinity per rest.
That's
In
why Nell
general.
don't do it often.
He definitely has 2 channel divinities.
I didn't think I had to.
You
I
might
can
not, but he definitely has 2 channel divinities.
Turn
Okay.
Nell into an NPC and you might get a second one.
Okay, yeah.
Or if you have a magical item that gives you a second one, you might have a second one. All right, so then the second blow is coming down on you, and you pop shield, and you see like the blade just stop, like right before it hits, as you sort of brace yourself. And he says, "Brother, please, I do this for you." As he draws back for another attack. We'll go into turn order at this point, so that means it is your turn, Azrin.
Do we have a token we can put so I can target? Or
Yeah, he's right in front of you.
I see him on chat. I see him as a standard thing, but I didn't see him for the longest time on the map.
I don't see anything.
I see
I
him
can
on,
hover over it and it highlights the square, but I can't see his token.
What the hell?
Oh yeah, he's right there. Huh.
You don't see him still?
No.
No.
No token for us. I guess you'll just have to target him in the
This-
thing.
The square, yeah, does react to, like as if he should be there.
That's so
So-
weird. Why can chat view see him? It's the same. Unselect yourselves. That's probably the issue. There's line of sight, so
I mean, he should technically be straight ahead of me, bro.
yeah, you're right.
I see like the standard boundary player or NPC template.
I don't see anything until I hover myself over where he is in the tracker, and then the outside of the grid lights up. Technology's so fun.
Does that change anything there?
Nope.
Okay. I don't know then. He is there, I promise. I built a token. He's right in front of you.
I know. I saw him on stream. I'm like, he looks cool. I don't I see him.
Yeah, I can see him in like combat tracker.
That's so weird.
So he is gonna reel back from being attacked. I offer you help and you try to sneak attack me like a coward. Everyone, I am under attack. I need help. And he's just yelling out as loud as he can so everyone fucking hears. And he is going to start, like, it looks like he's taking a swing, but he's got nothing in his hand. And as it's coming around, the sword materializes in his hand, and just with this blur of a streak behind it. And he is going to return some attacks here. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, no, we want to be under character. No. Nope, because we're not doing any of the fancy shit.
Usually under sheet or features would be the best place to find it.
Yeah, I'm just looking for. Okay, maybe it's just under. Yeah, there we go. So should be able to attack normal.
That is
So-
a hit.
Okay.
Why did it apply it to you?
Because he's targeting himself, it looks like.
I mean, I tried to target. Let me see. Does that change it? Does it show I'm targeting him properly now?
It doesn't show me at all, so I changed it to do it.
I see a black dot over his head.
Oh,
so I'm
yeah,
assuming
I see that as well. Yeah, so you are targeting him now, yes.
Okay. And let's take another swing. Okay. And we're going to assume that misses.
Really annoying. Yes, that misses. Do you guys see the debug check test that's popping up
Yes.
too? Okay. I wasn't even smart enough to put it as GM only.
Let's see here. Effects. Okay, this is for 1 round. Okay, so he is going to attempt to run past him, so you're going to take your opportunity attack.
Okay, yeah. So as you like hit him, he like kind of flourishes a bit. Brother, I'm here to help you. Please understand. As he swings at your back as you run past. 23.
It meets.
Meets beats.
Mm.
All right. Then he is going to.
Okay.
So as you're running, you just feel this sharp pain in your back as your vision goes blank for a moment. Nell, Desmond, give me a perception roll.
I'm assuming Nell walked out right as he was saying I'm being attacked.
Yeah, so you're jogging down the street. You're jogging down the street, and off in the distance, midway down the street, you see this sort of scuffle going on, and then you hear Azrin's voice yell out, "Help! He's gonna, he's attacking me." You see him take a few swings and then run in your direction, and then you see him get struck down. Desmond, as you're on the docks, you would hear this cry for help yell out. Do with that information what you will.
Would there be any chance of me hearing it?
No.
Okay, I'm trying.
No, I mean we're like a couple city blocks down.
Oh, okay. Just map.
Map-wise, we never left the map because it doesn't really serve a purpose to do so. But yeah.
Yeah.
So Nell, you would see him get struck down. Do you say anything?
I'm assuming I can see his assailant.
I mean, you
as
can.
Nell is already starting to,
Yeah, I mean, you probably don't have a
sprinting out
really
and all
great
that.
view, but like you could definitely see that there is a dude standing there, who at this moment, like as Azrin's body hits the ground, you see him like prop the blade on his shoulder, and he's like saying something that you can't make out, and then you see him like take the blade and he grabs it with both hands in almost like a stabbing motion.
I see. So right as Nell is going to come joining initiative, I guess.
Well, it all depends. Like, do you say anything, or are you just running up?
Nell is running up, but going to because distance spells are not really Nell's thing. I have to actually look to see what the fuck I have for distance spells that Nell is about to fucking throw at this man. It seems like it might just be Moonbeam.
Bye, Azrin.
Right. You got.
I don't have to have it over Azrin.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
No, the guy's just gonna throw Azrin into it.
Right.
You're right. I've already.
Again.
I mean,
Do
I
you
guess
have Misty Step?
I've already used it.
Are you out of spell slots? Because you can be if you're thinking about casting Moonbeam.
Nell doesn't have Misty Step. Nell has a feat that gives them one free Misty Step.
But it
A
adds
long
it to your
rest.
spell list
Yes.
that you can use again for spell slots.
Yeah, the feat gives you one free use of it, but then you can actually spend
Oh,
your spells
okay.
to use it again. Yeah.
Is Misty Step a bonus action?
It is.
Yes. But also, where Misty Step on list?
Might be under Fey Touch or Faith.
There it
whatever.
is. That's my at. It's under at will. But it is a 2nd level spell. I don't think I only have one 2nd level spell left. So I'm not gonna use it on that. But Nell is going to draw their bow while dashing or running at him and fire.
Okay. So you see him pull his blade over his head, and you can see that he's talking. And you see these glowing white eyes kind of breaking the blackness of his silhouette. And as he's talking, all of a sudden you start to see these luminant locks sprout in his head. All of a sudden he has like this full head of flowing hair, almost like he's underwater, of white hair. And as he's continuing to talk, you see these giant radiant wings sprout out from his shoulder, basically lighting up this area in a small in a small radius, enough that you can at this point see this person standing here wearing just black plate armor, pale skin, and holding a great sword over his head, about to thrust it down, right as your arrow.
I'm not
Set
sure
loose.
how distant you want me to be from this.
I mean, you're a little ways away. You're not gonna make it to melee range this turn.
Yeah, I know. I just wasn't sure if you wanted to, square-wise, put me a specific distance for this.
No, you're good. You're far enough that you can do your bow attack without getting any disadvantage or anything, so go ahead and make it.
Okay.
Short
Wait,
bow.
I just press this button. No, it just goes down there again. Okay. Stop at once. There are 0 arrow in your inventory. Listen, motherfucker, we don't care about that in this house. No.
Hold on. I've never had to deal with ammo, so I don't know.
What does that mean?
All right, try again. That's a miss.
Oh, he's strong. But now did yell out, stop at once while they're
Okay.
going.
Give me a perception roll. As you're getting close, right before you shoot the arrow off, you sort of hear him saying something, and it almost sounds to you like a prayer of sorts. And you catch just sort of the trail end of it, of him saying, "And for you, for this, I will sever those chains." Right as the arrow zips past him. And he like stops and he looks over at you and he says, "No! I need more time."
Oh, that's just too damn bad.
All right, on his turn,
Should I just like throw myself in here?
Does it? They'll have a second shot.
Just trying to get in initiative order.
Do you have a second attack you could do with the bow?
But yes, I do technically have the ability to fire
Do it.
once more. Boo. Between the feathers on his wing.
Yeah. So you see him draw back his sword, and you see him like lunge forward, and right when he's about to stab down, he stops. And you see him look up, and he goes, "No, more time!" And then all of a sudden, you see him just go and get shot up into the air, and then he's just out of sight.
Huh?
And then you run over to Azrin.
I do. I run over to Sir Azrin and be clicky. We're just gonna push lay on hands into him.
Did Desmond come after he heard that?
He would have, yeah.
So around the time you make it like through the gates off the docks, you would see these sort of glowing radiant wings off in the distance. And you would hear him shouting, and then all of a sudden you would just see the blur of white just shoot up into the sky and just sort of disappear as like a twinkle.
So obviously, like, kneeling next to him, too.
Yeah, and then you would eventually...
And the familiar glow of Nell pushing healing energy with lay on hands.
Oh, alright, Desmond's turning around.
Nell, you would see the silhouette of Desmond at the end of the streetway as you're patching up Azrin, and you'd see him, like, you would see him, like, walking in this direction. You'd begin your healing, and then you're, like, checking on Azrin to make sure he's okay. And then you look back up expecting to see Desmond closer, and he's just gone.
And with a curse under the breath, Nell is going to help the now conscious Azrin up. Come on, let's get you back to the inn.
He doesn't like take like a gasp of air like you normally have encountered like with most people. He just, his eyes just kind of open, and then he just sits up. And like you'll notice like his eyes are completely black now. And
The hell's happened to you?
where is he?
Who is he? The guy that attacked you?
Mm-hmm.
No clue. He sprouted wings and launched into the sky.
And he stands up and looks up in the sky. All right. Whoever the true father is, you send any more of your minions, I will kill them all on sight. And if you interfere with me ever again, I will find a way to kill you. And then he starts walking back towards the tavern.
Nell will escort them to the tavern as well.
Both of you, you can give me a religion roll with advantage. DC is, we'll call it 18 for this.
Religion.
Apparently Nell is going to roll 14. All right. Yeah, so you each head back in. Nell is Azrin says something about the true father. It's not a name that registers with you.
I saw Desmond for a moment. Do you know where he went? Where's he going? What's going on?
Says he's heading home to prepare his people to come and invade Amethil. Warn me that if I don't want to be caught in the crossfire, I should leave.
I'm not talking about in the future. I know that. I mean, where is he physically?
He was heading towards the docks.
Nell nods, and as soon as they get you to the inn, they are taking off running.
Just heading for my room.
Azrin, as soon as you make it into your room, when you open the door, you would see your patron sitting on the bed.
And he's used to her like popping up and everything, so he's like not even startled or anything. He's like, "True father, what does that mean to you?"
Rumors of rumors, but if the rumors are true, nothing good for us. True father was an ancient god that gave his powers to lesser beings. Sort of like I did to you. Not that I consider you lesser, but the way that I shared my power with you, he shared their power with them. And they became the first gods of the mortals.
So did I piss him off or did you?
Let's assume it was me. I'll need to figure something out with this, but either way, you did good tonight.
Is his room in anywhere proximity where I could hear this conversation?
I don't know. Which room are you choosing, John?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't really got a chance to look at the room, so.
Come on down.
I would say whichever is right next door. He doesn't want to be too far from Ember after what happened.
Yeah, so you would know which one Ember's in. So if you're doing the one right next door, then
Yeah.
oh shit! Hit a wall. Hit a wall.
You get to pick this one or this one.
Just for simplicity's sake, we're gonna say it's this one.
Yeah, well, no fun. Having to just open the door. Oh. No, because it has to be a key.
Yeah, and then he already dropped like Ember off, so I'm assuming he already knows like which room is his.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, isn't Varys asleep? Or
I just said
meditating?
I'd laid on the bed. I didn't say I'd actually doing anything.
That's why I'm asking you. Like, are you sleeping? Are you meditating? Or are you just like staring at the ceiling?
Where is this D20? This is D20. Okay. Hi, I'm sleeping.
So what's low?
I'm just laying there thinking.
What is your passive perception?
Passive perception, character perception, 16.
Okay. So you might be able to pick up like voices. You would pick up probably what you recognize as like Azrin's voice, but with it being 2 doors down, like you're not really hearing it. But
Okay.
if you want to give me an active perception roll to see if you can, like, you're actually focusing on what they're saying, you can.
Hearing Azrin talk, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of just hear, like, you hear his voice, and then you hear a softer voice right afterwards. And you could tell that they're engaging conversation, but you can't really make out what they're saying.
Does it sound like Ember's voice?
You're
Would I be able to tell with that?
I would say it's far enough away that you don't really, you can't really tell. You can tell it's like a softer voice, probably like a more feminine voice, but that's the best that you could tell from there.
And it's Ember's voice.
Okay.
Him and Ember are talking again.
All right, so she's like, "You did good tonight."
And he's like taking off his robes and his armor. And he's like, yeah, got the job done. Like I said I would, but it's strange. I feel cold. I've fed before, but it was nothing like this. This was painful. Felt like part of me was being separated.
Well, the prince here is not of this plane. The Shadowfell, it treats outsiders a little different. I need you to do one more thing for me. This will not be pleasant.
I'm rather used to that by now. But yeah, what is it?
Are you familiar with the concept of a creature's true name?
In terms, deals with demons, fae.
That's the little things. That's the little bit of this pure magic that they still hold on to. I'm talking about ancient magic that predates the weave.
Well, I can't say that I know much more beyond that, no.
Well, needless to say, if you know a creature's true name, you have control of this creature from a primal, very, very deep level. And uniquely, if you know where to look for it, everyone has the true name of their lineage sewn into the tapestry of their being. No one knows how to access it, though. So what you did today is you gave us a direct connection to the Shatterkai bloodline. And the interesting thing about the Shatterkai Royal is their bloodline is not varied. Your bloodline may go on generations for generations for generations, but his bloodline very short. When you're essentially immortal, you don't have that family tree. And there's a name in the Dusk lineage that I very much need to know. So, I am going to cast a spell on you. And I need you to think long and hard of the feeling that you had when your teeth were in the flesh of the prince. And there's going to be a word that scratches at the back of your brain, burns, forbiddance as you try to speak it. What I cast on you is going to assist in getting the word out. And then this stepping stone will be complete and we can move on to the next part.
Yeah, that's fine. And he like pulls off the last of the plate armor and says, like, is she just standing or is she sitting on the bed
She's
or
still
what?
sitting on the bed.
Okay. He goes and he sits with his back to her. He's like, points to like where that last gash came that took him down. It's like, can you start with a spell to, yeah.
You feel a cold hand sort of touch where the cut is. And she goes, let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, go for it.
You feel a sort of soothing feeling on your back that is quickly changed to the feeling of, the best that you could explain it is her hand going inside of you and puppeteering your mouth. You feel your back lock up and you feel your spine arch. And you just hear her voice sort of all over saying, say it, say the name. And your mouth opens and this sound comes out. Give me a Constitution saving throw with advantage because it is your own voice.
Can't roll for shit. Even with advantage has been worse for me today.
Your call, but I will say you do have a nat 19 you can use.
For this, yeah, go fuck it.
Okay.
Nat 19.
You say this name, and as you say this name, you immediately feel lightheaded. The room begins to spin. You feel like you're gonna pass out. You feel her grab your shoulder as your body begins to go limp, and she kind of holds you still for a moment. And something that you haven't really seen from her, that sort of takes you by surprise is effortlessly she stands up and cradles your body, and she places you on the bed. And she puts her hand on your shoulder as she's standing there, and she's got this smile on her face, and she goes, You are the most amazing creature I've ever seen. And then she grabs the blankets and she covers you up. She says, "Get some rest. You've earned it."
Yeah, but you heard what the prince said. Should we be concerned about this invasion and all that?
We should, both on the bigger picture and on the level of interference this will cause to our plans. You could always go with them.
Where am I supposed to go next? You have the name. Am I supposed to stay with these people, or am I off back on the boat, back to Ozo? What's?
I don't have a next step just yet. This name that you just gave me, that's just a key to open a door. I need to figure out how to use Desmond's true name to figure out the name of his lineage. Only then will I know the next step. But I would be willing to bet that the Shadowfell is not completely out of the question. So you could catch up with him, tell him, "Hey, I want to be on the right side of this invasion," and offer your assistance there. He gave you his blood. You already have an in. He won't deny the help. She like walks over to the wall to the east. So like with you laying in the bed looking at her, it'd be to your left. And you see her kind of like start like rubbing the wall. And as she's rubbing it, you're seeing like the wall slowly go transparent. And then like you're looking into Ember's room. And she says, "I'm sure you could convince this one to go with you." And then she pulls her hand away and the wall returns to solid.
She is a prisoner. She's of no concern of yours.
I wouldn't be so sure of that. She's been to the moon. There's many things that she could provide for us. Not today.
All right. I guess I will wait for your next update.
Well, I'll make sure that the good prince can't leave before morning. Get some rest. And like you like turn away for a second, and like as you turn to say something to her, she's just gone.
Yep. He closes his eyes and tries to get some sleep.
All right. Back at the docks, Nell, you're running to meet with Desmond, right?
Yes.
Is Desmond on the ship, or is he like waiting off of it? What's he doing?
Were there any people around?
Yeah, I mean, so the crew's still on the ship. Like they're probably sleeping at this point.
Then he's just gonna wait like off of it on the docks.
Okay. Then as you're there meditating, you'd start hear the creaking of the dock under boot. And what the fuck?
To Desmond?
Oh, you guys are already on. Here.
2 Nels.
Where the hell's the other Nell at? Okay.
I'm not going.
That's the one thing about Foundry that I don't like, is that every scene can have a different instance of the character instead of it being like one character brought to every scene like it is in Fantasy Grounds.
Mm-hmm.
Fucks me up a little bit. Yeah, so you would hear the docks creaking under boot as you see Nell approaching.
Desmond pulls out his weapon.
Nell sees him pull out his weapon and just nods at him, unsheathes their sword and drops it on the dock and walks over. And just sits down on a crate or something beside him.
I understand the gesture, but I know you have multiple weapons.
Nell's hands remain where they can see. Yeah, well, I won't be using any of them tonight, unless you force me to. It's very clear there's a lot of emotion swing on their face and in their eyes as they're trying to find the right words.
Desmond has his mask on.
Are you sure this is the only way? Why did the Shatterkai have to be here in a form of a takeover? Why can't they just move here?
Turn it down a bit.
Right, like I turned it down so far and it literally changed nothing. I was like, okay.
I have it down to like 0.
I think that's Opus goofing. Oh, there goes it.
Oh, okay. So this isn't Opus. You guys don't need the external Opus. This is all in.
Okay.
Oh, we don't need open external Opus anymore?
I guess not.
Oh, cool.
So that's all just in Opus now.
Okay.
This world is too hostile. The people are imbalanced. the rule is misguided, the people are misleaded.
And there's nothing I can do to change your mind or your father's to attempt to do this in a way that doesn't end in bloodshed.
There was always going to be a form of bloodshed. And my main concern about that was up here in the north. And I was very clearly and swiftly shown that no matter what I do to try to stop that, I am powerless to.
You do realize doing things alone is not a requirement, right? That we could have worked together on all of this, discussed our next moves, as opposed to, I didn't even know you challenged her or ran out the door after her.
With this one specific instance, the way this faction leads, it had to be alone. It had to be alone, and it had to be me, so that when my family comes, I had some form of sway.
So what was all the talk of you supporting me being a king someday a ruse? You just were using me?
No.
And what the hells was all that? If you're just speaking as if your father's going to come and you and he and the Dusks in general will have to assume some sort of a sway in power.
My family would never come and bend their knee to anyone that was here. And when I first arrived here, I truly thought that someone righteous leading these people could have benefited us, could have been viable.
And now?
Like I said, this world is harsh and hostile. The people just as much.
And at this point, you've given up on bringing your city to the plane, and you're just bringing everyone, and it's a forceful takeover, and there's nothing I can do to stop you all from declaring war. I don't know how. It's hard to see my friend under the mask right now.
And like his body remains facing forward, but his head just turns to look at you. Tell me right now, the adventurers, how do we win this faction?
Like any other snake, you take the head.
And do you think the rest will fall in line if we take out Morgan as a group?
No.
So
It doesn't have to be you who takes her, though.
How do we do this without the bloodshed?
There was always going to be the bloodshed of civil war. That's always something I accounted for. And I am still more than willing to make my move for power on this continent, so long as you're aware that I am not going to back down on that. We could work together as a team, but I will not bend the knee to your father.
My father leads the Shatterkai. And he goes into his pocket and pulls out an empty vial with a few remains of black liquid. I will lead the next evolution of Shatterkai. A race alchemically crafted to survive in this world. A new race that combines all races.
I don't feel like your father would be very supportive of mixing the bloodlines.
It's
even alchemically.
There will still be dwarves, there will still be elves, humans, and there will be no mixing of blood. But they will be born anew.
What is it about this plane that made you think that they could not survive here otherwise? You've made it just fine. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. I
would
know
be dead
there is.
if it wasn't for Roderick.
Yes, Roderick did make a noble sacrifice. But we can't dismiss that action that would have killed you was your own. Nothing to do with this plane. And neither did that. The words won't leave their mouth, and they just spit on the ground because they can't say the Hag Countess.
And Desmond like lifts up an arm and pulls back his sleeve to show some of the wounds still remaining from his battle with Morgan. We weren't needed for that. That creature that we lost Thrain and Roderick to, all that time gathering those objects, we weren't needed for that. Using what I just learned just a few days ago, I barely managed to hang on in a battle against Morgan. And I might have made her slightly uncomfortable. I wouldn't even say I damaged her.
She's a very impressive and powerful woman. The reason that we were the only ones who were supposedly able to handle that threat was because we were the only ones that could use those objects and not
Which
perish.
we lost immediately in the first few seconds of her appearing. She had access to almost everyone. The only one, I believe, two that we used. One doesn't affect her, and the second one made her slip when she walked. But she had access to every other one of them. So even if we were the only ones to have access to them,
Morgan is a lone woman and may not have been able to handle that on her own, nor would she have cared or been in that area regardless. I'm grateful for your help in that fight and that we were able to end it. I'm sad that we lost.
I wasn't
Roderick.
in that fight. All I did after everyone was already down was flip a switch. Morgan went to Sea Bluff to challenge Zahn, which means Zahn is formidable enough to Morgan for her to have to do that, which means the two of them together could have handled that creature better than all of us probably could have, let alone their followers.
I see where you're coming from, but I do not believe they would have come together to have achieved such a task. In the end, I'd hate to lose you as a friend and as an ally. But no, without moving through and gathering control so that it's not an all-out war when your people arrive, I cannot stand with you. I will not stand with you.
Desmond like stands up and faces Nell, and his weapon is still like resting against the box that he was sitting on. I have someone here with me now who was chosen by our army's leader and by my father himself. Someone who strictly knows war and violence. I do not have the skills necessary to convince my father to come here and bend his knee.
Desmond, give me a con save.
I'll find that somewhere, don't you worry. Okay, there it is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, you got Nell's protection aura too. As you're talking, you hear this voice in the back of your skull, and you feel your body like tense up for a second, like your arms actually go out as you're like kind of held in place for just a moment, and then you snap back. Nell, you would like physically see this happen to him.
Flicker of confusion.
I'm assuming you sent him a private message for the voice in his head, and that's why I'm not hearing you say something more. No?
And Desmond like kind of like grabs at his neck and like turns around to look at who is out here on the dock.
Yeah, it's just the two of you.
This world, and he's like gripping and like almost like scratching at his neck. This world is dangerous. I don't trust the people here to have my people alongside them. There are few good. There are some I would give my life for. But at the rate things are going, it's not going to be my life for a few people. It's going to be my life for my race.
And it'll be my life for my nation then. Nell's just gonna walk up and just go to hug him. I'll miss when we were allies. And friends.
You get a unexpectedly hard and tight hug from him, but still monotone voice.
Holding in the emotions, yeah.
Whatever happens, if you succeed and I fail, you have your nation and I just lost my entire race. If I succeed and you fail, there is still the entire world. But if I fail, that is it. There is no more of us.
I'm just failing to see it as one-sided as you're seeing it. Where it is, come take over and... It sounds like slay us.
You've seen first-handedly how passionate I am about this. When I was speaking for Roderick, I wanted them to live.
I know I'm very optimistic in thinking that everything could just go over smoothly. I just don't understand why the world has to be so cruel that we can't all live. There has to be constant vying fights for power. I pray I never meet you on the battlefield. I don't know if I could do it, Desmond. And they pull away from the hug, and they start walking. Grabbing their sword, of course, off the ground out the way. I'm just gonna note that part back in the inventory.
You head back to the inn. Desmond, you go back to your meditation at the docks. Everybody can get a long rest and a little bit early, but that's where we're gonna end it at tonight. I think that's a fitting end.
too. Okay.
Risen Gaia. Risen Gaia. Risen Gaia, I think is how I pronounce that. Are we doing Etheria on Friday? So?
Actually, I don't.
I'm gonna say no.
Fuck.
I don't have my laptop, and I will be in Tennessee with family.
All right, so then I'll see everyone back here next Monday. Episode 68 of Adventures from Him. Otherwise, everybody have a good night. Bye. But nice Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
this week.
Thanksgiving.
That's on Thursday, yes. that's why Adam won't be here and shit.
I was gonna say I can prep Thursday.
No prep for you. All right, good night.